You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
I've been telling you about BetterCreditCards.com for a few years now. I'd love for you to take a few minutes today to check out the website. Who knows? You might find a better credit card, one that offers a better rate, or a credit card that offers cash back, airline miles, or other points and perks that can help you. Check it out now.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to BetterCreditCards.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Free Flag Friday. It is time right now to draw a winner from our friends at Maximum Promotions on West Avenue in Sioux Falls. You're going to win a 3x5 flag. It's a beautiful flag. If you'd like, they can set you up with a flagpole to either mount on the house or to put in the yard. But you've got a beautiful 3x5 flag if your name is Bob Skippy Bleckinger. Congratulations, Skippy. I've known him for quite a while now. He's a good dude. Congratulations to you, sir. You just won a 3x5 flag, and we will get that information to you. If you would like to register to win, you can do that. We'll do it again next week. It's another Free Flag Friday 1 week from today. If you want to win, go to sunnyradio.com, get registered, and we'll see if we can make you a winner next week. Now, let's jump on the phone. We've got Walker from Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. Walker, I'm going to see you next week. We've got Corey and the Fireflies, and we've got Everclear at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort next Saturday. Let's talk about it.
Yes, so starting on Saturday next week, the 27th, we have Corey and the Fireflies opening for Everclear. Corey's going to do about a 40 to 45 minute set, and then we're just going to switch over, and then Everclear will start right around 8:15ish and go until about 9:30. It's looking to be a really good show.
And this is kind of like two shows in one, because typically what happens is the show will start at 8. This one starts a little early, so you get a really nice show from Corey and the Fireflies, and then a really nice show right after that from Everclear. But you get in all for the same price. It's one ticket for both shows.
That is correct. So it's just one price for both shows. We have sold out our front seats. So sorry about that, but we still have a couple seats available. If you're interested, it's going to be a very fun, long night and should really get us ramped up for the rest of the year to come.
And next month, I can't believe that we can say next month about February, but February is already next month. We've got a really big weekend, the 23rd and 24th. We've got on that Friday night, Sawyer Brown. On that Saturday night, we've got Grand Funk Railroad. Let's talk a little bit about those shows. And are there still tickets available for those?
So I will say this. We have 6 seats available for Sawyer Brown, and none of them are by each other. We are almost sold out. So if you are looking to get a ticket, you might want to get that sooner rather than later.
Oh, wow.
Sawyer Brown, again, is on Friday, February 23rd. Show starts at 8. And then Grand Funk, we still have tickets for. That is the very next day, February 24th. Very excited to have them out here as well. And you know a lot of their big hits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've got a lot of great music, several number one hits over the years. And again, that's coming up on the 24th of February. And we'll talk about how you can get tickets for all of this stuff here in a second. As we turn the page to March, I see we've got another country show, Jo Dee Messina, and she is an absolute sweetheart. She's got, again, a bunch of hits, and there are folks out there that love her that maybe even not huge country fans, and they still love her because she's such a great person and she does such a great job. Are there still some tickets available for that show?
Yes, but she has been selling fast. So, I mean, a lot of our shows have been doing very well. Jo Dee Messina, we're super excited to have her Saturday, March 16th, 8 p.m. She is amazing. Love her as an artist, and she has been exploding back onto the scene after taking a little bit of a hiatus. So very excited to get her back out here. Go get your tickets. It's going to be worth it.
I think that's awesome. Now, here's something that we couldn't even talk about last time because it hadn't been announced. It was going to be announced like right after we got done talking, so we couldn't talk about it. But we've got a really fun comedy show. Nick Swardson is going to be here, and I am so excited. He's such a funny guy. And you said as soon as tickets went on sale, you guys did really well with that. And I'm sure there's still some tickets available, but if people want to get them, they better hurry up.
Yeah, so, I mean, we've sold right out of the gates, just immediately did very well with him. Very excited to get him here as well. That is Saturday, April 13th at 8 p.m. So he'll be out here in April. Get your tickets. You can go out to GrandFallsCasinoResort.com and get your tickets out there. And you just have to go over to the Event Center tab, and it'll show all of our shows that we have selling tickets. Very excited that we're getting Nick out here. We know that he has a really big following, so very excited for that as well. I will also say the month after him is Howie Mandel, the reschedule.
Yeah.
So he had some things going on last October when we were supposed to have him. We decided to we postponed the concert. Coming up on Saturday, May 18th, will be Howie Mandel as well.
Very cool. A lot of fun stuff coming out at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. If you'd like to get tickets, GrandFallsCasinoResort.com. Click on the entertainment tab. They make it really, really easy. Walker, thank you for your time, sir.
Well, of course. Thank you for having me.
Again, Walker from Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. You can get all of the details at GrandFallsCasinoResort.com. All right. Thank you, sir. I'm going to
Insurance. It's important to have insurance, but it's more important to have the right insurance. After all, if you're not covered, it's like not even having insurance. Make sure you're covered for whatever claim might come your way with InsuranceChicken.com, helping you peck out great insurance deals in your area. You need insurance on your car anyway. Why not get great rates for great insurance from InsuranceChicken.com? That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit right now with Tom Henderson. We're going to talk about the ResGen Men's Summit. It's coming up on February the 3rd. Holy cow. It sounds like it's a long ways away, Tom, but that's going to be here before you know it.
Well, listen, what do they say? They say that the days are long and the years are short, right? And sometimes it just feels like that, but all of a sudden you look back and you're like, how did we arrive here so quickly?
Yeah.
But yes, we're gearing up again for what we think is going to be our biggest men's summit of the year, or excuse me, ever. I mean, let's be real, ever, because, we had over 1,100 men last year, and 12 simulcast sites. And this year we'll easily top the 1,100. And I think we're up to about 20 simulcast sites. So we're very excited about seeing how it's grown.
It is so cool. And for folks that have never been to this, I've been to, I think, all of them, if not all, just about all of them. And this is something you definitely want to see. It's an amazing event, and it is so much fun. And when you walk out of there, you're going to feel like you got $10 million worth of stuff because you've got so many great speakers each and every year. And I always think, man, I'd hate to be in your shoes, Tom. How do you top this next year? and I'm looking at the list right now, and you did it again, man.
Yeah, it is a question I get really almost within minutes after the event ends. People are like, how are you going to top this next year? That exact same question, John. But you know what? Each year stands alone, and we just fully believe that it's who God wants to bring for that year. And this year's theme, John, is all about being a man of courage. And it's going to go from 8 a.m. to 1:30. And as you mentioned, we've got 5 dynamic speakers and then a comedian this year. And, we've got David Pollack, college football analyst, was on a college sports analyst from ESPN College Game Day for 12 years. Ryan Leak, who's an executive coach and author, unbelievable communicator. I'm just telling you, he's unbelievable. He's easily worth coming out the day of for. Jeff Strucker, who was actually portrayed in the movie Black Hawk Down. Was a Black Hawk helicopter pilot and an Army Ranger. He's going to be sharing. Chris Brown, who is an unbelievable communicator and storyteller, pastor from San Diego. Sean Reynolds, a very gifted comedian, is going to provide some moments of levity and sustained laughter for guys. I like to call it mental recess, if you will, as we just get to laugh together. And then I'll be sharing a message as well.
It's always a really fun time. I have met so many wonderful people there as well. There's some people that I consider good friends now that I met them sitting at ResGen Men's Summit, and we start chatting, and they go to a different church than I go to. So, and they work somewhere different than I work, and they live in a different part of town than I live in. But we're all together in this room, and we get the chance to meet people, and you learn stuff, and then even during the breaks, it's positive because you're meeting new people. So it's just such a fun day. Thank you for putting your heart into this.
Yeah, well, that's one of the joys of it, to be honest with you, John, is connecting dudes with other dudes, because so many times we just get so focused on our schedules and our calendars, right? And we just we move at a fast pace like almost at the speed of light. And when we can kind of slow down, even just for that portion, 5.5 hours, and connect with other guys, it's a shared experience. And this year we're going to even make a more purposed attempt of trying to get guys to say, hey, we want you to connect with each other and not just say, hey, we're going to get together after this, but actually make a plan and give them a resource to say, look, you're going to, so that you can gather together and debrief and talk about all the great content, because we want the content to live on. Otherwise, if we just come to the event and hang out, it's good, but man, let's go and now let's put some stuff into action, because that's how change really happens in our life, in our families, and in the community.
I agree. I love it. If somebody listening is going, hey, you got my attention, I'm kind of interested in this ResGen Men's Summit thing. It is Saturday, February 3rd, 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. How do I get a ticket to join you and be a part of it that day?
Yeah, super simple. ResGen.org. That's RESGEN.org. You just click on the Men's Summit, and then you can pick whether you want to join us in person or via live stream. It's only $35 to come. I mean, we're just giving the thing away because we don't want finances to ever keep anybody from coming. But that being said, if $35 is something that's too tall for you right now, just with everything going on in the world, and that, man, please email me through the website, and we'll make sure that money is not the reason you don't get to join us.
I love that. Restoration Generation is what ResGen stands for, and this is an amazing organization based here in Sioux Falls. How long have you been around, Tom? It's a bit now, isn't it?
Yeah, we started it back in April of 2010, and the first several years was all focused on teenagers. In fact, 20 years of my life was spent investing in teenagers all over the country. But then we just saw what God was doing through specifically the Men's Summit, which has then launched into so many other things that we do year round, specifically for men, for marriages, for parenting, now in the corporate space. So it's been really fun to just see how it's morphed over the last 13 years. The mission has stayed the same, but the different vehicles and the methods have changed as time has gone by. But we're really excited about where we're at right now.
It's wonderful, and I'm excited to see you on February 3rd. Thank you so much for all that you're doing, sir.
All right, my friend. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Tom Henderson, and he is with Restoration Generation, the ResGen Men's Summit 2024. February 3rd, 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. All of the details at resgen.org.
What could you do with an extra $129 a month? In this economy, every penny counts. So an extra $129 each month would absolutely help. Well, 97% of us have a cell phone, and the average person pays $144 a month. Mint Mobile can help you save a mint. At just $15 a month, that's an average savings of $129 each month. It's time for a Mintervention. Switch and save today. Get this special offer at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, January 19th, 1899, after only about 6 months of fever-paced building, the Sioux Falls Auditorium hosted their grand opening inaugural ball. In the spring of 1898, local businessmen wrangled a premier national event to be hosted in Sioux Falls. The only problem was, Sioux Falls didn't have a big enough venue to support such an event. It was the National Creamery and Buttermakers Association Convention. We'll tell you more about that January 23rd. Well, construction crews worked late hours for about a half a year straight to build this magnificent stone structure, finishing just 4 days before the opening ceremonies of the event. Local residents decided to break in the new building themselves with a beautiful ball. If national attention, forward-looking vision, grand construction projects, and yes, year-round construction doesn't shout Sioux Falls, we just don't know what does. I'm glad that since 1899, not much has changed around here. After all of the fuss to get it built, the auditorium would be used for a wide variety of purposes before being demolished in 1934 to make room for a new building called City Hall. This Day in Sioux Falls History has been brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-310-5831. 800-310-5831. That's 800-310-5831.